Time to get into a movie?
Movie?
Movie. I think it's I'm sorry, time to get into a news story. I'm telling you, dude, I'm so off today. It's not even I don't even feel right. That's how off I am today. Smurf, let's get into a news story. And then after we get into a news story, I don't know, man. I don't know. We might just call it a wraps today. And yeah, that's if we even get into a freaking news story, because now all the computers are acting like they don't like me. Why, you some of bitches? Why? Why don't you like me? Ladies and gentlemen, almost dead from the Yo-Yo DC newsroom. With the bird's eye view of the nation's capital and the Blind Wino Southwest Arts Club, this is Miss Smurfette Ackshun Jackson, the Yo-Yo DC News. I know you like that right there. Ooh, it seems like we got a lot of stories this time around, Smurfy.
I'm sorry, you said what?
Seems like we have a lot of stories this time around. Yeah. You know, we're not going to do a lot of stories, mind you. Just going to pick the good ones. Yo, Smurf, I got to ask you for real. Are we going to keep this song or not?
What's wrong with it? You picked it.
No, but I'm just, I'm really just asking if we're going to keep it or not. It is kind of a rider-ass song, though, isn't it?
Yeah, not really news music, but, it's cool.
It almost feels like you're on a march, doesn't it? Like you're about to march off and kill someone. All right, let's get to the first story. Fucking crikey. Which one do you want to do first, Murphy?
So the first story I'm going to do is, I think, the teacher story.
All right.
That is coming from Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. So this one is about a teacher who was sickened because one of the students was putting Visine in her coffee.
Well, you know what? If you do stuff that pisses off your students, you're going to get stuff like Visine in the coffee, which I heard, I don't know for a fact, but I heard caused a little bit of the mud butt diarrhea.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that because of the Wedding Crashers movie. Remember that scene where they were at the dinner table, whatever, and someone, or he was putting Visine in someone else's drink or whatever, so they would go to the bathroom and have diarrhea.
Good idea.
So I don't know if it's actually true though, but yeah.
No, I've heard that is definitely.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. That will make you diarrhea.
All right, so a Michigan high school student is accused of sickening a teacher by putting Visine eye drop solutions in her coffee, and he could face felony tampering, police said this past week. Police have recommended that prosecutors file a felony charge of tampering with a food or drink product against the male students. The student has been suspended for a full year because of the alleged incident, but is not being named because he is under 18. This kid actually put Visine in his algebra teacher's coffee over a period of several days. So this wasn't even just one day. The teacher eventually became so sick that she was and has been unable to return to school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I guess the school learned of the whole incident because some of the other students had snitched on him.
They always do. Look, you are in the era of snitches. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't think that you will ever be able to do anything and get away with it if anybody else knows about it, okay?
Yeah.
Period.
So they're saying they don't really know why the kid had actually tried to poison his teacher. They're
probably
still
because he
trying
didn't
to
like the grade, Joe.
I mean, isn't that obvious?
And also,
but I mean, I think if it was that
though.
obvious, they would have known too. Then at the same time.
I mean, the teacher might be a bitch.
Maybe. Maybe she rejected his advances. You just don't know.
Oh, that's
Actually,
true.
you know what? It's not true. I hope it's not true because they said that she's like a 24-year-old veteran of the school system. So she's old. Yeah. So I don't know. They just said it might be a prank, but they don't really know. He's suspended anyway.
Yeah.
That was the whole story.
All right. And then I have something real quick I want to talk about.
Yeah, I
next
saw that
story.
one too, and that was another one of the stories that I just didn't click on the link.
Well, that's why now I'm getting stories and you're getting stories to more round out what the Yo-Yo DC news sounds like now.
Yeah.
Because, I tend to lean more towards female teachers molesting kids, people raping their pets, good parenting stories. Those are the type of stories I tend to lean to. And also fat shaming stories. The stories you tend to go for are more... I have no idea. What type stories do you go for?
I don't know. You're trying to pigeonhole me, so you tell me.
I was pigeonholing
no
myself.
idea.
Not you. Not you, beautiful. Not you. All right, well, here's next story. That's right, this one coming from the worst source in news, Fox News. And there's a video behind it. It seems lately in the news, a lot of fathers, and I hate to bring this up, a lot of fathers are catching flack as to some of the ways that they are parenting, some of the things they're doing. The latest going on here, one father was sentenced to probation after he made his 8-year-old son walk a mile home from school for misbehaving. Another is facing child cruelty charges for making his teen son carry a 23-pound rock.
23 pounds, though? That's heavy.
Yeah,
How old was the kid?
Honestly, he's teen, so...
Oh, teen, he can handle it then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's a teen, so it's kind of like...
But I mean, you kind of have to punish your kids, and you can't beat them nowadays, so
Okay,
it's like, what are you supposed to do?
Thank you, and I'm happy that you brought that up, Smurfy, because what in the entire fuck do they want us to do?
Okay, so pause.
You know what I'm saying? They say that you can't hit your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do? You going to talk them to death?
So with that being said, the father that made his 8-year-old son walk 1 mile home from school, his 8-year-old son, did he follow his son home to make sure that he got home okay? Or did he just make him do it on his own? Because like if that was the case, then I don't think that's okay, because to walk a whole mile by yourself at 8 years old, that's not cool.
You know what?
Even though I know there are plenty of kids that do that every single day.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm not
That's
exactly
the third
sure.
grade though.
Let's go ahead and listen to what the Fox News people have to say about it. I'm sure we'll argue with something they have to say. It's Fox News, the best choice in news, actually. And then we'll debate it from there. Because quite honestly, I don't know. It depends where you live. You know, dropping an 8-year-old to walk a mile, like where my parents live, that's how far it takes to get to the bus stop.
No. That was not a mile walk to the bus stop.
To the very top of the street where they used to have to go to the bus stop. No?
No.
Okay. I don't know. This is really raises some ethical questions. It really does. Like, how do you discipline kids nowadays? Because you see there's a bunch of badass kids running around doing a bunch of badass shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you discipline them? And then when you do discipline them,
the parent gets punished.
If you get locked in jail for disciplining them, well, then what the fuck was the point? Like all you've done is prove to kids that you can't discipline. That's it. Period.
Is there going to be a video?
Well, you know what? I thought there was going to be a video, and I'm sitting here waiting for a video, and you know what's not actually happening at all?
A video.
A freaking video.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for a fact I'm sitting here like, yo, there's supposed to be a video playing, but there's not a video playing, so that's all there is to it. I guess we're not even going to get to see the video because apparently
So how does the law in these cases even find out about the parents that are punishing their kids?
Well,
Like,
apparently,
does that mean someone else
pulled
is
up.
seeing them and taping it, or someone else is seeing them and like calling CPS or the police on,
Oh
on the
yeah,
parents?
yeah.
Then?
Snitchy McBride, like we just talked about. You can't do nothing nowadays without.
Because like if you're beating your child out in the street, that's one thing. But if you're giving them, or if you're punishing them, where you're not like abusing them or beating them, and you're actually making them do shit like walk home,
Right.
and that's not fair to the parents.
Not
To
fair
be,
at all.
like, punished for that.
And it just seems like they don't want us to be able to control our kids at all. That's really what it seems
Yeah,
like to me.
for real.
Like, you're basically saying, I can't do anything to control my kid to any degree. Because I think that making a kid walk is probably some of the most tamest punishments that you could ever issue out to a kid. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you're going to make him walk. Ooh. Yo, dude, I'm over it. I don't think the video is going to play.
All right.
I'm over it. That was the story. Fox News, guess what? We tried, man. We really, 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 really tried. Let's go ahead and get into a song, Smurfy, shall we? Let's get into a song.
Sure.
Maybe two songs.